Hello, everyone from Montreal, Canada. So, today I would like to talk about Star Wars Andor, which I watched the premiere two or three first episodes last night. And I would like to share my initial thoughts about this show with you guys. So, let's get into it. Uh, it starts off, it's pretty dark, as you can see here in some of the first frames. The initial feeling I got from this episode here, the first thing that came to mind was this feeling of Blade Runner, which is very dark, and already you get this feeling that it's oriented towards a more mature audience. So, right off the bat, I have like this mixed feeling that it's like not Star Wars, more Blade Runner feel to it. And not that I didn't like it, but it's certainly different and it's not what I expect from a Star Wars show. Now, having said that, like many other people out there, lately I've not been a fan of anything Star Wars related. I mean, okay, The Mandalorian kind of put some hope into me, but everything else has just been really disappointing from my point of view. And honestly, I was ready to give up on all of this. But, as you may or may not have watched my other posts here, uh, I'm looking for, casual stuff to watch on TV. So I figured I'll give this a chance. So, yeah. But having said all this, even though it has this Blade Runner feel to it initially, uh, let's just go ahead and see where this leads. So, you know, it's very different from what I expected from Star Wars. I'm not going to go through everything, but it's not like the typical bar scenes on Tatooine. And not really that many aliens initially in this, so I'm like, okay, what makes it Star Wars? I don't know yet. Yes, obviously, at some point there's some distinctive Star Wars. How can I say this? Props that will make it definitely Star Wars, but it could be like any generic sci-fi show. Well, it's really well done, this one. I mean, the decors, even, I mean, there's not much CGI from what I can see in this. I mean, yes, you have these beautiful landscapes, obviously that are CGI, but it's also really dirty and down to earth. So I kind of liked it, honestly, but I don't know if I would call it Star Wars. Now, one of the things that got on my nerves is this little droid here. I don't know who designed this. It's not my first choice. I mean, half the time, you can see where the camera is on the droid, and half the time it's like obscured by its shell. So that, if I were to put eyes on a bot, I would not necessarily hide them. So how does this bot end up seeing? Okay, it has sensors and stuff, but still, I'm getting sidetracked here. Not my favorite design of a droid. But all in all, it is more mature. Uh, there is like this flashback of when the main actor here, the main hero, I'm guessing, of this series, was younger. I don't know what that brings to the story. I mean, you see him, he's in the jungle with his fellow mates, or whatever you want to call them. And they kind of go like on a hunt or something, and they have like blow darts. And it takes a lot of darts to take down a certain, I guess it's an Imperial transport individual. And then, I mean, somebody gets harmed. They have to go back to the village for the medic and whatnot, but he decides to stay behind and still goes into the crash ship. I don't want to give out too many spoilers, but I'm still being pretty vague of what's happening in this show so far. He decides to go into this crash ship all by himself with this blow dart. It takes like 12 darts to take down an individual, but he decides to go in alone with only one dart. I mean, how is this going to work out if he gets into trouble? That's what's going through my mind. But, anyways, it, you know, okay, put that aside. I'm not going to nitpick every single detail in this show, but just here and there, there's a little thing that kind of gets under my skin. And from what I know of this series, which is not much, I haven't been following the media on this, is that it was based, or it's a spin-off of the Rogue One movie, which I saw a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, I don't remember much of that movie. Uh, I don't remember if I liked it, disliked it. I think it was just like middle of the road for me. Nothing popped out, nothing I can remember. So going into this, I don't have really any backstory. I don't even remember these actors from that movie or what part they played, so it's like completely new for me. And I mean, you do see a couple of aliens here and there, but they are not all that. Even the blue uniforms here, I would have expected them to be black. I mean, is this like the Empire? The Empire before it became the Empire? Is it, what is this? Anyways, I don't, I never liked the Empire. I don't like them more here. And, but yeah, I mean, you can see that this is Star Wars. But other than these visual cues, I still had the feeling that this was more Blade Runner. It's more mature storytelling. Uh, I would not recommend kids watch this. And even in the third episode, somebody dies like on screen. So for me, that was not that it was a hero that died or somebody of importance. It's actually sort of like not a traitor, but a rat, somebody that ratted somebody else that ends up dying. I mean, in one way, you could see it as poetic justice. On the other hand, I don't think that that was necessary. I know that they want to make this more mature and adult. It was too gratuitous for a Star Wars show, I think. I don't know. I don't think this is the medium, the Star Wars brand, be the medium for this kind of storytelling. Time will tell. This might be a good story. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna keep on watching it, and you know, it will be up to you guys to let me know in the comments down below whether you like the series, what you think of it. I'm really interested in discussing this with you guys. So, see you in the next one. Thank you.